Hey folks, Ferdinand Filardo here with another edition of Ferdinand Filardo Homes, Realtor on the Road, broker tips and market info. This week's topic is a bit of a convoluted one, so I'm going to keep it light. If you have any questions beyond this video, beyond what's being presented in this video, just give us a shout. Okay, it's multiple representation. We had an instance where we were dealing with a client and they were a little bit confused as to how it works out and how it benefits them or how it actually detracts from our relationship with them. Multiple representation is a little bit of a, as I said earlier, convoluted, complex topic. Now, we as brokers have an obligation to conduct ourselves in full faith to our clients. Now, loosely put, it's hard serving two masters. We, our group, don't necessarily dabble in multiple representation only because of the fact that it gets, again, very complicated and a lot of miscommunication. There's a lot of possibility for a lot of miscommunication to be had. So that said, we just keep it simple, and whomever we happen to initially sign up with, be it the buyer, be it the listing client, we stay true to them. Semper Fi, if you will. Anyways, on multiple representation, a couple quick points. Full disclosure is required in terms of who we're going to be representing, or if your rep chooses to represent both you, the listing client, and also any buyer client that comes aboard. Part of this is also any sort of perceived or presented commission reduction that's going to come as a result of the transaction or any multiple representation. Okay. Now, interesting note is that in Ontario, dual agency or multiple representation is actually not permitted unless there is written agreement or confirmation signed by both parties, in this case listings, the seller and also the buyer, that their agreement to this fact is actually in place by way of this written contract or written confirmation. Now, if you don't have this, meaning if one party doesn't take part in this, it's a no-go. It's not going to happen. Okay, quick pro to multiple representation. One of the agents, if not both, may end up introducing a commission reduction. That's going to be a pro, obviously. But then at the same time, too, a big con, which is an obvious con, is that inherently we are tied to representing the clients, an individual clients. Now, when you divide your loyalties, you're not going to necessarily benefit from that. I find it a little bit hard to make that argument. So that's why we at Ferdinand Filardo Homes don't necessarily take part in that sort of activity. That's it. I'm going to keep it light. We're going on close to 3 minutes here. So have a great week. Be sure and follow us on Twitter at Filardo Homes. Check out our YouTube videos, this one and prior ones and future ones. And follow us anywhere else you happen to see us on Google. We're an easy find, Ferdinand Filardo Homes. Look forward to seeing you guys soon, and give us a shout. Bye.